Death Note, mental health, a match made in heaven, right? What does the therapist have to say about Death Note? We're about to find out. We are on episode 5 today of Death Note. And after last time between L and Light, you got the Ukester, Ryuk. Floating around. And I just am fascinated with the intricacies of this Death Note and what he can do with it. But I'm even more fascinated with the fact that I think Light actually enjoys L trying to find him. And I think he actually enjoys the search to try to destroy L. That's what I'm imagining. Without further ado, it is time to watch Death Note with my brand new heavies. If you don't have them, go get them. I'm buying more. If you want this episode or any other, fully unedited, go to our Patreon page. The VIP tier is where it's at. There's a chat room for every series. And we let you on the VIP tier pick the next series we're going to do. So as we finish a series, we do this big vote and y'all get to pick what we do next. And I cannot wait. We have so many series and all of them are over there. Thank you for being a part of our Patreon. Without further ado, I already said that. I'm pumped. Death Note, episode 5. That was amazing after last time with Light just totally switching things up, finagling the system, dude following him, right? On his tail, he knows it. Sets up this guy coming into the bus to hijack the bus so the dude from the agency will come in, shoot him, okay? Attack, boom. He has figured out things, and they don't even realize he's figured out things. Because this guy's like, that guy's not a suspect. He's just a guy who likes a girl. He's out dating a girl. Actually didn't shoot him, didn't he? Did he run out of the bus? That's right, he did shoot him. Ran out of the bus, got hit. Boom. Orchestrated perfectly in his plan. But this is the thing I wonder about as I read a comment. Like, the more that book gets used up, the less space there is. It's not an endless book. When this book is finished, he's finished. By the way, if Light wrote all these names and situations in this book and filled it out and was done, does he die automatically because it's over? Or does he get to live and life goes on? What happens at the end of the book when it's done?
You there?
Yeah?
He's like feeling good. I think he's feeling good. I think he's feeling like he's gotten away with something. And who was that was stopping him? Was it the agency guy?
Listen carefully. I came to Japan as part of a secret investigation, so the local police can't find out that I...
I understand. I promise I won't tell anyone that I met you, and of course, that includes my father.
Well, then, please excuse me.
Now he has a secret.
It's just as I thought. Anyway, I don't want the police to know that I've come into contact with an FBI agent either. If my father ever found out, there's no doubt he'd let Elle know. It's obvious that he doesn't suspect me. And as for the police, I'm sure they'll treat this as just another unfortunate accident.
Hey, welcome back.
What a day.
Ray, what's the matter? Something happened, didn't it? I've never heard you sigh like that.
Yeah. The bus I was on got hijacked, if you can believe.
This is the agent guy, right? Like his wife, girlfriend? What's going on here? It's like a whole nother story.
Some junkie robbed a bank 2 days ago, and I guess he wanted to try taking on a bus today. I didn't think this kind of thing happened here.
So you were already riding the bus when the hijacker got on?
Yeah. And in the end, the guy freaked out, jumped off the bus, and got hit by a car.
It's a little hard to believe that was all a coincidence, don't you think?
What do you mean?
Think about it. You got on that bus because you were investigating someone, right? And now you're telling me that this criminal is most likely dead. Doesn't that suggest that you...
That's enough. Look,
Wow.
darling, you and I know you used to be one of the best agents in the FBI, but now you're my fiancé, Naomi. We talked about this. Anyway, once we have a few kids running around, you'll probably be so busy you'll forget you were ever an agent. Your mind will be occupied with better things, too. More importantly, tell me how I can convince
loves
your
being
dad
an
I'm
agent,
worthy
though,
of
it
his
sounds
daughter.
like.
Kira doesn't scare me half as much as he does.
I'm gonna wait 1 week before writing his name.
Oh no.
If he dies right after meeting me, I'll only draw attention to myself.
Oh,
I'll write his name
smart.
in here once I've given them time to investigate more people with ties to the police.
This is just so wrong. There's so much wrong here. He sees life as meaningless. And by the way, I thought he was ridding the world of terrible people. That guy's not a terrible person. He's just an investigator doing his job. But you know what he's doing? He's ridding the world of people that are coming after him so that he can stay in power. This to me is a turning point, honestly. He talked about so many bad, corrupt people, but now it's like he's turning and saying, I'm just going to use my power however I want it. And if somebody's coming after me, I'm going to take them out because I want to stay in power. I don't want to get caught. I don't want this to end. And to me, this is where it turns wrong. Not a light fan at this point.
L. Another victim. This one left what appears to be a suicide note.
Please, send it to me.
A
Gods
note.
of death. L, do you know? Gods of death. Tell the police to monitor prison populations closely for the next few days. Kira may use other suicide notes to communicate with us.
Understood.
This place is crawling with humans. How are you gonna do it here?
Let's just say you're about to see the results of all the research and experiments I've been doing over the last few days.
Experiments?
Yeah. I've been using known criminals who live in this part of town to test out different killing methods, and I've learned a lot about the death note. For example, if I write a cause of death and the
Cause of death and the circumstances in the death note. So kind of detailing it out a little bit.
leading up to it, I can add a name afterwards, and
He can write a name. He can add a name after it, and that same. So you could write a cause of death and circumstances, and add a name to it later of his choosing.
Mr. Ray Penber, turn around and you're dead. I am Kira.
What is he doing?
That's right. Don't turn around or put your hands in your pockets. I won't hesitate to kill you here. Do you see the man working over there at the coffee shop? That's right, the one sweeping the floor. I'm gonna kill him just for you.
But how? Don't do it.
Oh boy.
I'm afraid I had no choice but to kill him. Though that man has been repeatedly charged with sexual assault, he's managed to avoid conviction every time due to lack of evidence.
See, like it has this little taste of, I've got good reason for this. It's not like this is some random guy. He has a history that's terrible, the stuff that he's done. So I have a purpose behind what I'm doing. But he knows the timing of things. Like he knows where people are when. He studies very carefully. He's experimented in the Death Note book to see what works and doesn't work. And he takes this guy out for everybody to watch. And he's right there. He's daring enough to be right there with Ray.
I'm sure you care more about your loved ones than any of these people here. Imagine how you'd feel if one of them was killed just because you refused to cooperate. I think you should consider them the real hostages at the moment.
How do you know about her?
He didn't. Just gave him the evidence, or just gave him what he needed, the information he needed.
You seem surprised. I've been investigating you, and if you don't do exactly...
So he did know her?
I see you've got your laptop with you. I want the files containing the identities of all the FBI agents who came to Japan.
Oh, boy.
I do have my laptop with me. It's the one I use for work, but I don't have the files you're looking for.
First, take the transceiver out of the envelope, then put the earpiece in and await my instructions.
A transceiver? This thing looks like a toy. But there'll be no record of this transmission anywhere. And it allows us to converse from a close distance, even underground.
Now, I'm going to ask you something. If I have even the slightest suspicion that you're not being honest, your girlfriend is as good as dead. How many FBI agents are currently in Japan? Speak quietly into the transceiver and don't make it obvious.
I believe it's 4 teams, 3 agents per team for a total of 12.
Those 12 agents you mentioned, I want you to write down the name of your superior, the one who's heading up this investigation, in the space at the very top of the page.
What is the meaning of this? What is he after? Let's face it, he hasn't really left me any choice.
Next, take out your laptop and turn it on. Any minute now, your boss is going to send you a message with a file attachment. It contains the names and photos of all the FBI agents currently active in Japan.
But this is...
Now, one by one, you're going to look at each photo and then write that agent's name in the space provided. You're going to do this for each agent. Good. Looks like you're done. Now put the transceiver and all the paper...
How can he... Oh, because he has those files himself. And he's going to write the pictures in order so that he can go back now. Kira can go back and he can go back and see. Like he wrote them in order so I can match them up with the pictures.
I know that voice. Why on earth can't I remember who it belongs to?
Once he figures it out, it could be trouble for him.
Kira, who are you?
Just realized it.
Like Yagami.
Farewell, Ray Penber.
What he wanted and then killed him.
Ray Penber wrote all of those names on pages taken from the death note. Ironic. Without even realizing it, he was actually signing a death warrant for all of his colleagues.
I just, it's taken a total turn for me that, this is like part of this for me. I look at him and he's a kid, he's a teenager. This is partially the immaturity piece of, he's just having fun and games with this, not recognizing any of these people are fathers, sons, fathers, sons, husbands, people, and I think he just kind of, at his own discretion, decides who lives, who doesn't. That's the God piece here. But to me, it's gone too far now.
Elle, you have a call from the director of the FBI.
It's me.
This is not
I've
good.
got a report in front of me right now stating that all of our agents in Japan are dead. All 12 died of heart attacks. I can only assume that Kira is behind this.
It's like this would be the obvious point if that one guy, if Ray was the Pember was an agent. You could start figuring out, wait a minute. Well, but he said keep it quiet, so they might not have known he was on that bus with Kira, with Light. They may not have known that. I was thinking if they would obviously be able to link this if they knew that, because all that stuff happened there with that guy dying from being hit by a car, and then all the agents died. So unless they can look at camera footage, which I don't know that they have at this point in life, of the subway station where they could see somebody talking like that, I don't know that they're going to link it.
It's already decided. We're calling off our investigation.
I have Chief Yagami on the line. Elle, I just got off the phone with the director of the FBI. According to him, it seems that you arranged for the FBI to come to Japan and investigate everyone here associated with the task force. Are we now suspects in our own investigation?
God, that looks
I
bad.
felt that it was necessary to uncover Kira's identity.
I cannot accept that. I find it unbelievable that you would spy on us. The very people working with you on this case.
Hear that? Well, I knew all along we couldn't trust that guy.
Kira's at this point has just infiltrated everything, and now it's like nobody wants to go after him because I don't want to be caught up in this and killed. So I'm out, tapping out at this point. But he's pulled a trump card on this one against Elle to me. Like, who's gonna want to fight for this?
Elle, do you know Gods of Death love apples?
Damn you, Kira.
Gods of Death love apples. Oh, Yuke.
He's dead.
Oh.
He's dead. No, he was murdered by Kira.
She's gonna go on a
So what's
mission
with the
now.
family meeting, Dad? I don't want you to be alarmed. I'm sure you've heard of this Kira investigation. Well, I'm currently in charge of it.
What? Are you serious? That's totally awesome, Dad. You're the best cop ever.
That's not quite the
She's
point
so
I'm trying to
positive.
make. And all of them died yesterday.
Does that mean they were all killed by Kira?
What?
What I'm saying is there's a chance
Double
that
life.
Kira will actually try to kill anyone who comes after him. His crimes are ruthless
What
and
about
more
his dad?
frightening than anything we've seen. Many detectives have already quit. I could never forgive myself if I walked away from this. I will not sit back and let evil triumph.
But, Dad, you...
Please, dear. I think it's honorable of you, Dad. I'm proud to be able to call you my father. And if anything
him
should
to
ever
stay on
happen
it.
to you, I'm going to find Kira and make sure he gets executed.
We now know that Kira doesn't just target criminals. He'll kill anyone who opposes him. It's quite possible that we may all be killed by Kira. Think of your own lives, your families, and all the others you'd be leaving behind. If anyone wants to leave this investigation, now is the time.
It's a bit of a long shot, but if what I'm thinking is right, Kira could have been one of the passengers on the bus that day. And if that is the case, then I know that he's close enough to use this bus route.
That's such a good awareness insight.
The fact that you've chosen to stay means you have a strong sense of justice. I trust all of you.
Huh? Hold on a second. El just said that he's decided to trust us now. But honestly, what
trust
reason
El.
do we have to trust him?
Look, El. All of us have agreed to put our lives at risk to bring Kira to justice.
El, if all of us are going to work together on this investigation, and if you truly meant what you said about trusting the six of us, could you come here so we can all meet in person?
The thought had already crossed my mind. After all, I did say that I trusted all of you.
Why is he seeking our help now?
Gonna meet him
There's
in
only
person?
6 of us. He's solved all these difficult cases by himself in the past, so what makes this one so different?
There were a number of people on the task force who distrusted El before this investigation began. And once we got started, we had detectives resigning left and right. Following that, classified information was leaked. So I'm not surprised that he didn't trust us.
If we're working with that guy, I'm leaving the task force. You don't have to worry. I won't try to follow you. I'm not interested in finding El.
There goes another one.
Well, I think we can trust Al, so I'd be willing to cooperate with him on this investigation.
Count me in.
I'm staying in a suite at the Tato Hotel at the moment, but I'll be switching hotels every few days from this point on. I want you to think of these hotel rooms as the de facto headquarters of this investigation. If this arrangement is acceptable to all of you, then split into 2 groups and stagger your arrivals so you come 30 minutes apart.
I'm ready to show my face. I'll make my first public appearance as El. If you ever managed to find out about these secret meetings, I'm sure you'd feel compelled to move in. That's what I'm counting on.
I've been quite active over these last few days.
What's a standoff?
It's unlocked. Please, let yourselves in.
Oh my goodness. This is so good because he's talking about that battle Light was talking about. El wants to lure him in so he can capture him and take him out. Light wants to find his face so that he can write his name down and know his face and eliminate him. Because that's all he needs. And now that El's going to put himself out in public, not in public, but to these limited people, he doesn't know if any of them are actually Light or not. He doesn't know who's who. So I wonder about that. And especially if his picture or face ever got out into public, that would be the end of him. Remember, it's not real therapy, just Tom breaking down Death Note. If you want help, please check the links in the description. Leave your comments. Let me know what you think. And don't forget, check out our Patreon page, the VIP tier, where you have this episode totally unedited and all the series we do unedited and chat rooms for every series and so much fun, a great community. We appreciate the support. And never forget, mental health matters. This show should prove it. See you on the next Reaction Therapy.